Hi, it's Kat, and I am finally back for an Ajovy injection. Um, I've been away for a couple of months. I haven't made any videos, but I've been right here at home. um, just dealing with all of the COVID stuff we're all dealing with, and trying to figure out how to make it. A lot of us are finding that it's extra challenging to be a person with disabilities during a pandemic. It's been harder to get things and a lot of us are suffering financially, and also this is really hard on those of us who suffer from depression and anxiety, and everything is just so unknown, and it's a hard time. So I'm sorry I haven't made videos in the last couple of months, but I'm still working on my recovery. I am doing online appointments, like video appointments for my rehab now, and I have a couple new doctors. So I've got an ENT because I've been having throat problems, and it's possible that the ongoing nausea from my brain injury and migraine is causing me like reflux issues. That could be what's happening, but I'm having a lot of problems with my throat, and I've been sick a lot off and on with like cold flu stuff for the last year off and on. So I'm not really sure what's happening, but my COVID tests have been negative. I've had a couple. I had one almost a week ago, and one in June, like early June, and both of those were negative, and I'm having an antibody test hopefully next week. But now they're saying that the antibodies wear off, like you're not protected after a few months. So I don't know. I don't know if it's helpful to have the antibody test anymore. Anyway, I'm just working hard on my recovery and resting, and trying to figure out how I'm going to support myself moving forward. And it's been a stressful time, but not all bad. And this like isolation, self-isolation, self-quarantine, whatever you want to call it, is like kind of normal life for me since my brain injury, because I'm home almost always anyway. That part's not much different, and I've already learned how to use like all the delivery services, because it's hard for me to go to stores and be in stores and do what I need to do while I'm in that environment, because of my brain injury, my migraines, my pain, my concussion symptoms, get really nauseous. Everything I do, and dizzy, and like my brain gets foggy. So everything I do, I have to rest and eat before and after. And I have to do a bunch of stuff to prepare for everything now. So it's very different. Um, it's been 2.5 years since my accident. My last accident was February 1st, 2018. Today is August 1st, 2020. And I still have concussion symptoms all the time. It's likely that the reason my concussion won't go away, the reason this is such a reason this brain injury is impacting me so severely now, is probably because I've had many head injuries, many concussions throughout my lifetime, from car accidents where I was stopped and hit at red lights or stop signs. One says a passenger, and from domestic violence. So this is a good reason to address issues of domestic violence. A lot of victims, mostly women, but a lot of victims of domestic violence sustain repeated head injuries, and like with athletes who get a lot of concussions and things, it can cause you to have a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, known as PCS, post-concussion syndrome. Actually, there's some different names for it, but it's like concussion that doesn't go away or takes a very long time, like years or forever, to go away. And because I already had a migraine disorder, my migraines got much worse now. I always have a migraine since the last accident. And sipping water helps the nausea. And I also sniff a lot of peppermint oil. Peppermint helps. Just talking like this makes me nauseous, or thinking to remember what to say. Thinking about, the past, or remembering and talking. Everything makes me nauseous. Everything makes my symptoms worse. So I try to keep peppermint oil or ginger or something nearby, and I try to always have water to sip. It helps me keep the nausea down, like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I haven't made a video in a couple of months. I've been really upset about the Black Lives Matter movement. Well, not about the movement itself, but about the reason for it. And I've been really, I've been wanting to be more involved in protests and things, but it's really hard for me now. to be physically involved, but it's also hard for me to do most things. So I'm trying to find different ways I can help, like giving people information, passing along information about protests, organizing people to make signs or bring supplies and things. And it's really hard for me not to be able to do more. So, and all the while I'm fighting Medicaid or Medi-Cal. The California has Medi-Cal is our state form of Medicaid for people who can't afford insurance, and been fighting them for 2 years this month, for 2 years, August, for a specialist a TBI specialist to oversee all of my treatment, and they still haven't given me that. So I really want to advocate for systemic change for Medicare and Medicaid, and for people with disabilities, just people in general with medical needs. It's not okay to lose everything or become homeless or go into debt because of a medical need, and it's not okay to be unable to obtain the medical care you need in a country like the United States. It makes no sense that anyone should go through this and for so long, and I want to try to find a way to help others, to make systemic change so that others don't have to go through this. A lot of people have worse injuries than me, or are less able to advocate for themselves, and this is really important. I'm frustrated, so frustrated that I can't do more, that I can't get the help I need, but also that I can't do more to make sure everybody gets the help they need. This is not okay. So I hope people will be more aware when they vote and things about the problems we're having getting medical care, and also like how are people supposed to support themselves? How do we support ourselves after we become disabled? We can't get the right medical care often, but also not getting the right medical care prevents you from getting aid like Social Security and other forms of aid, because you don't have the right doctors that they'll accept opinions from to approve you or to say they believe you're now disabled or whatever. The Social Security system is so broken too. They keep denying me, and this happens to so many people. I don't know how anybody who loses the ability to support themselves is supposed to make it if you don't have family to take you in and take care of you. Like, a lot of us don't have it like that, where we can just take care of somebody or have someone to take care of us when we need it for the rest of our lives. I don't know what needs to happen, but it's too upsetting and I'm not feeling well, so I'm just going to do the injection. So I can't remember which side I injected last time, and I can't look at the video because I don't think I made one last time. So, but I'm still getting the Ajovy or Ajovy, however you say this, and I've been injecting this monthly since, I don't know, the end of 2018. I've been using this, and I think it helps because before I started it, I had a severe migraine, 7 or over on a pain scale, all the time. Now it's like 30 to 50% of the time. So I'm getting really nauseous. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the injection in a second. So the peppermint oil helps a lot with nausea. I don't know if there are others out there who've tried this. If anyone has severe nausea, try just sniffing peppermint oil. I put it on cotton balls and sometimes just on my sleeve, depending what I'm wearing. If I have a hoodie, I put it on my cuff of my sleeve and sniff it a lot. I put it on my mask when I go out because, we're all wearing masks, right? When we go in anywhere. I hardly ever go in anywhere, though. I don't leave my home often, and that was even before COVID. Other than to walk my dog, I barely go anywhere. Well, occasional medical appointments, but most of them are video calls now. Okay, peppermint helps a lot. So, all right, I'm gonna lower this so you can watch me inject it. So, I got these little alcohol prep pads at the dollar store, but before that, I was just using alcohol and cotton swabs. This is even cheaper. I don't know why they were so cheap, but I got a whole box for $1. So the best thing is to swab a spot, clean a spot, prep a spot that's bigger than you're going to need. Then you check your thing. What is this called? Syringe. Take off the cap. It's I got a Sharps container from my pharmacy, by the way. I think someone maybe had to order it for me. And you squeeze like this. Don't squeeze this way, squeeze this way. I did it wrong before. And then go in at a 45 to 90 degree angle. It's probably going to depend how much you can squeeze. But you just poke it in and then you press. And this part is harder for me. It's not very painful, really, but it's hard for me to press because I have I have problems with my thumbs sometimes. And actually right now it's more painful than usual. I was just telling you how it's not painful. But it's not very. It's like a sting. I think if I could inject it faster, it'd be better. But I'm having a lot of problems with my thumbs today. So I inject a little at a time. Until it's all the way flat. And then pull it out, let it go. There's, you can't really see anything much. There's a little speck of blood. Sometimes there's not even blood. And then you put this in your sharps container. Okay. You can dab it with a cotton ball, or it doesn't need a Band-Aid. It doesn't even, for me, it doesn't even bleed like that. What else? Sometimes I get a little pocket of fluid under the skin for a while, but it goes away. At this time, I don't think that really happened. And just a little stinging or burning as I inject it, but I swear it's not bad. I have much worse pain than that. So maybe that's why it doesn't bother me much. But I was really afraid the first time to inject myself, and that's why I started making these videos. So hopefully this is helpful to others, and I hope when I come back in a month that things will be a little more cheerful and a little just more settled. It would be good to know what's happening with me, with my brain injury. Maybe I'll have a new doctor, but a new TBI specialist. I'm still hoping to get that, and maybe this COVID stuff will have taken a more positive turn, and we'll have some more answers there. But until then, I hope everybody stays well and just try to do the best to maintain your mental health, whatever that means for you. Do happy things, gardening, art, I don't know, listen to music, play music, sit in the sunshine. These are things I try to do as much as I can, and of course I spend a lot of time with my Ginger Bay, my little Phoenix, the ginger dog, not so little, and talk to my kids and spend time with them whenever I get a chance. So stay well. Next time. Bye-bye.